Hello, this is Görkem Özdemir. I'm an artist researcher from Istanbul, and I have been living in Ljubljani for the last 2 years. I'm a doctoral candidate in sonic arts in Istanbul Technical University, and also a guest researcher at ZRC-SAZU. And right now I'm experimenting in this environment, HECA in KUBER, this sound studio, and I'm working on the spatial audio technology. So my main aim is to enrich the compositional repertoire of electronic music by introducing this instrument. It's an overlooked instrument, unfortunately, because of the dominance of Eurogenetic instruments in many musical genres. So I try to use this folk instrument, and it's also a small one, like I'm using a nomadic one. So I think it makes sense with my artistic approach in music. Okay, since this is an electronic music studio, I work with sounds as a recorded material or generated with computer. But the importance of this environment is I can play with sounds in 360 degrees. It means that I can take a sound source and move it all around the space, like the spherical space. I can create a sound object in center or in the outside of it even, like by the specific algorithms that processes the audio. My approach is not a preservation or conservation aspect, but rather I try to integrate this cultural heritage into the contemporary arts. So the instrument that I'm using is folkloric, but unfortunately I'm not trained as a traditional instrumentalist or a musician, but rather I trained as an electronic music composer. So I'm playing it like an electronic music composer, not like a traditional instrumentalist or like a performer. In that sense, like, yeah, cultural heritage is important, but it's not my point to preserve something. I'm just trying to integrate these sounds for others to hear, and it's mostly the Western audience. It's my first ambisonics experience, though I had been worked in other studios, and they were again multi-channel, but not like a complete sphere. They were mostly like in 2D level. So this is quite interesting in that sense, and like I have been experimenting in here for the last 1 week, and it's different. It's just interesting to work with. It gives you different opportunities to think about sound, how to compose it, how to work with it, and it's a lot harder than regular compositions for stereo system. Even the compositional process is different than the stereo thinking, because this is going to be produced in here and exactly as is listened in here. And if you port this specific composition to another space, it will sound different. So this is a, how do you say, like site-specific composition for a specific occasion.